Hello everyone, this is Ahmad GHLY. In today's video, I'm going to cover all the actions which are available inside GoHighLevel workflows. In my last video, I covered all the triggers. So in today's video, it's going to be all the actions which are available. So if you have not watched my last video, please do watch so that you can get the better understanding. So let's just dive into it and see what are all the actions which are available inside GoHighLevel. I'm going to share my screen here real quick. Okay, here we are. So when we are going to add actions, here is the list of all the actions. So we are gonna go one by one. So in this video, I'm not going to be uh, dive into the details of each action because otherwise it's going to be a long video. So I will just touch each of the action. If there is a very short explanation, I will try to be more precise. Okay, so the first one is create contact. So using this action, you would be able to create a contact based on any specific information. For example, if you have a custom field, let's say the agent name, you would be able to create a contact specifically for the agent using the contact information. So I will create a separate video on how to use this action, but this is just to create the contact. It's the same kind of stuff which is right here, the next one, which is find contact. So you can find a contact based on any custom field or any information of the primary contact. The next one is update contact field. So you can update any contact custom field or any of the contact field from the information that you are receiving from the primary contact. The next one is add contact, which is pretty straightforward. You would be able to add any contact to that tag based on any trigger. The next one is you can remove the contact tag. And then the next is assign to user. So you are able to assign the leads to the user. If we go into here, you are able to select the multiple users as well right here. So if there would be multiple users, then you would be actually, let me add another user so that I can deeply dive into this as well. Here we are. So I have multiple users in this sub account. For example, if I select any multiple users, then I would be able to split the traffic between these two users. So either I can split the traffic equally, which means if the two leads came in, the one lead would be assigned to one user and the other lead would be assigned to a second user. Or I can just select unevenly and then I can just type a ratio here. So for example, if I just do this 2 by 1, then out of the three, two leads will be assigned to this person and the one lead would be assigned to this person. So that's about assign to users. Let's look into the next one, which is remove assigned user, which is pretty straightforward. If the lead is assigned to any user, and this action will remove that assigned user from that lead. Let's see, the next one is edit conversation. So you can mark the conversation as read or unread if you want, or you can always make it archive on archive automatically using these actions as well. So that's that. The next one is enable or disable DND. So based on the contact activity, for example, you can apply a trigger where it says customer replied stop, and then you can enable DND for all channels or enable DND for specific channels. And the same thing happens if the customer wants to resubscribe. So you can just use a keyword to disable the DND. So that's about this action will help you to enable or disable DND. The next one is add to notes. So you can add any notes for that specific contact. The best use case for this would be if you have a form, contact us form on your website and someone submit that form, and inside the message field, whatever the query is, you can pass that query to add them to the note. So in that case, you will go here under the contacts and then inside the custom fields. Let's see, for example, if you have a message field inside message body, so this will get added to the notes and you will be able to see that notes right here when you go to a sub account and you go to contacts. When you open a contact, on the top right corner, there is an icon that says notes. So the notes will automatically get added right here. So that's how you can use this add to notes action. The next is add task. It's the same kind of stuff, but this is specifically for the task. So you can assign the task. of a specific contact, and you can assign that task to any specific person in your team. And you can also select the due and date, and these tasks will show up right here if you want to see the task of the specific contacts. Otherwise, when you go to contacts on the tasks tab, you will see all the tasks which are assigned to all of your users. So that's about the tasks. Let's go to the next one, which is copy contact. So you can copy the contact from one sub account to another. So this is a premium action. Premium action means you will have to separately pay to GoHighLevel to use this action. But you can, uh, copy contact from one sub account to another sub account within the same agency. This is going to be within the same GoHighLevel agency. So you cannot send a contact from a sub account in one GoHighLevel agency to a sub account which exists in another sub agency. Other agency. So this is going to be within the agency. Then the next one is delete contact. Pretty straightforward. You would be able to delete that contact based on anything. So the next one is modify contact score. So you can modify the contact engagement score, and you can add or subtract points. And to configure these engagement score, just make sure you configure the scoring management right here, which is manage scoring. So once you have configured that, then you would be able to add or subtract the contact engagement score based on their activity. The next is add contact followers. Excuse me. So this is same kind of stuff to be used as we did under the assign to users, but this is not going to assign the leads. This is going to add the user as a follower, and you can add up to 10 followers for a specific contact. So if a lead obtains, you can add multiple followers so they can go in and keep an eye on that lead. So that's about adding followers to contact, and then you can remove that contact followers from that contact using this action. The next are send email. This email would be sent to the contact. So if lead submits a form, you can just send them a thank you email or whatever you want to say. You can just type the subject line and the email body right here, or you can pull up the email templates that you have created. So just remember that this email would be sent to the contact. And then the same thing is for the SMS, but this would be the SMS that you can send out to the contact on the based on their activity. Let's see what's the next one. The next one is Slack. So you can just send a message to Slack channel. For this to be configured, first you will have to connect to your Slack, and then again this is a premium action, so you will have to separately pay for the each action that you will use. But this is just to send a lead or send any data to your Slack channel. The next is call. This is an automated call. So what's going to happen is if you have configured this call action right here, and when the lead or contact will add it to this workflow, the GoHighLevel system is going to call the user, the assigned user of this lead on their phone number. And once the user picks up the phone and it presses any key, then the GoHighLevel will connect or forward that call to the contact or to the lead who was entered into this workflow. And if the lead picks up the call, then the GoHighLevel is going to create the bridge between the user and the customer or contact, so both can talk. So that's about this call action. And then the next one is pre-recorded voicemail. So you can just send a voicemail, same like the SMS or email. The next is Messenger and Instagram DM. Both are the same. The Messenger is for the Facebook, and then the Instagram DM is the Instagram. So you can just send a DM to their Facebook Messenger or Instagram message. The condition for this is to be that the person should have sent a message to your Facebook or your Instagram page within the past 24 hours. So that's a kind of open window. So within those 24 hours, you would be able to send them a Facebook or Instagram DM. Then the next one is manual action to SMS. So here you can just send you can just type an SMS, and this is not going to be sent out because this is a manual action to be sent out. So what's happened is once you have configured this SMS and the lead comes to this action, then it will be configured right here under the when you go to conversations on the top where it says manual actions, that SMS will be scheduled right here and you will have to manually send it. So that's about the manual SMS. And then the same thing is for the manual call, manual action to call. If you have configured this, it's going to show up the same place where the manual SMS shows up, and then you will have to manually call that person. And then Google My Business Messaging, this is going to be depreciated because it doesn't exist anymore. Then the next one is send internal notification. And there are three type of notifications that we can send internally. When I say internally, that means you can send it to the users or one of the users. And then either you can send an email or you can send a notification. The notification means the system notification that you will see on the top right here notification. Or if you have installed the mobile app, it will show a push notification on your mobile. And then the next is SMS. So you would be able to send an SMS. And here you have the different options. You can just send this SMS to all users. The users mean which are the users of your GoHighLevel, like who has access to your GoHighLevel. This is not about the contact. So the internal notifications would be sent to the users, or you can just send it to assigned user, or you can type the custom phone number as well, or you can just select any particular user from your team. So the same settings happens for the email. When we go to the user type, we have the same kind of settings here. So you can type the custom email as well. That's about the internal notification action. Let's see what's the next one. The next one is send review request. So you are able to send a review request, and here we have two type of review requests. The one is email or the SMS. Before using this action, just make sure you have configured your review request messaging right here, which is reputation settings. So if you click on it, it's gonna drag you to another tab of GoHighLevel where you have to configure your review settings, configuring your review page or what type of message you want to be included in the SMS or the email body. So as soon as it shows up, I'm going to give you a little walkthrough of it. Here we are. It will drag you to under reputation and you go to settings. So here, this is where you actually configure your review link. So you will have to connect your Facebook page or your Google page. Then you would be able to, configure your review settings. So here, this is where you configure your SMS, and this is where you configure your email. And then here you configure your review link that would be sent out. So here we have not connected our Google. So you will just have to connect to your Google. So in case if you have connected your Facebook, so this link will be sent out in that review request. So this was about the review request. Let's see what's the next one. The next is conversation AI. Again, this is a premium feature. So you will have to separately pay to GoHighLevel to use this. But this is a conversation AI. So the AI will try to communicate with your customer if you have configured this. And to configure the conversation AI, you will have to go to sub account settings, and then you will see a tab that says conversation AI. So once it's enabled, you will have to configure it right here. The next one is Facebook Interactive Messenger. So to use this, what's going to happen is this is going to send a DM to the customer's Facebook once they reply on any of your Facebook post. For this to get configured, as is mentioned here, Facebook comment on post or customer reply trigger should be present. So what does that mean is it can only work for customer replied. And if we do this, add a filter, reply channel, let's see Facebook. And now when we look into that, okay, so it's right here. I will have to just save this action. Just make sure, okay, reply channel is Facebook Messenger. And now, okay, and so, okay, so this is for Facebook comment on a post. So it's not going to be this trigger. This has to be here, Facebook comment on a post. So once you have that right here, and you save this trigger, okay, here the post has to be select any post. So if a customer replies on this post inside a comment, then I will be able to trigger this action, which is, I will have to save this, I guess. Let me just refresh. As soon as it gets refreshed, then you would be able to see Facebook interactive messenger. So you would be send a message to their DM, and here is the description that you can read. But this is once a customer comment on your Facebook post, so you can just send them a DM. And then the next one is Instagram. It's the same kind of thing, but this is for Instagram. So whenever somebody replies as a comment on your Instagram post, you would be able to send them a DM automatically. And then this is, you would be able to reply within their comment automatically. If they reply any of your post, you would be able to send them reply back within that post. Then the next one is WhatsApp. You are able to send a WhatsApp message, but initially you would have to select any pre-approved template. And this is where you actually go to create the pre-approved template. So what happened is initially you would have to select any pre-approved template that will be sent out. Let's see here. When you go to WhatsApp, it says template, so you can create template here, and once as soon as it gets approved, you will be able to use them inside the workflow. So this pre-approved template would be sent out via WhatsApp to your customer. Let's see the next one. The next one is send live chat message. So if you have configured your live chat widget on your website, so you would be able to configure automated replies or within the live chat. And then this one is log external call. This is more related to the development stuff. But what happens is you can use this for inbound or outbound call. If you're using third party, you would be able to log those external calls within the GoHighLevel contact conversations. Then the next one is appointment booking conversation AI bot. So this is the AI bot that would be specifically target to schedule the appointment with your customer. So you are able to initiate this AI bot, which can help you to schedule the appointments with your customers. The next is WhatsApp customer service window. So here we have a action that says WhatsApp, in which you can only select the pre-approved template. If you want to send them a free form message, where you can just type anything, then you use this action, which is customer service window chat. So what does this is, if the customer has replied you or texted you in the past 24 hours, so within those 24 hours, you can just send them any free form message. So when you use this action, what's going to happen is here we have an open branch and then we have a closed branch. So once you save this action, if the customer window check is open, that means if the customer has texted you within that past 24 hours, then you would be able to send them a free form message with which is right here, which is right here. So you are able to type anything and just send that to the customer. So this is customer window check. Let's go to the next one, which is WhatsApp send flows. This is same kind of stuff we do in the WhatsApp template, but these send flows are mainly focused on appointment booking. So you can just create the flows, and this is the same place where you can create the flows. You go to flows, and then you can create a flow. This is just kind of a template message, which mainly focused on scheduling the appointment. Then the next one is update conversation AI status. So you can just put your conversation AI to active or inactive, based on their activity. The next is webhook and the custom webhook. So this is just a webhook. This is more related to kind of the development stuff. So if you are a developer, you probably know what does this mean by webhook and custom webhook. But this is just to get the data from GoHighLevel and send it outside of GoHighLevel. So you can use any of these two actions. Then the next one is Google Sheet, in which, using this action, you can send the data to any of your Google Sheet as a row or column. So just make sure you have connected your Google inside the sub-account settings and integrations. Then you would be able to fetch all of the Google Sheets which are connected to that Google account, and you can send the data from GoHighLevel to the Google Sheet. Then the internal tools includes if else. This is very the detailed one. So this is just the conditional logics. If this happens, do this, otherwise do this, or you can create the multiple branches on this as well. I will create a separate video on if else conditions because this is more kind of comprehensive action. The next one is wait, which is pretty straightforward for you. So you can just put a wait step between the different actions. The next is goal event. The goal event is the goal of this workflow. So if that goal is met, the GoHighLevel will skip all of the previous actions for that contact. So for example, if we just do this, select the type, let's say edit a contact tag, and then here you can select any tag. So what's going to happen is if I just put this, if a contact reaches this goal action, what's going to happen is, let's say we do this and this workflow, and whenever if the lead is active within this workflow and it's standing somewhere above this goal event on a wait step or any email, and as soon as the tag will get added to that contact, it will skip all of the next actions until it will reach here and it will end the workflow as on this configuration. So this is about the goal event. The next is split. So the split means you would be able to split the traffic based on different condition. For example, if I just use this, so is it going to be random split? Then the path A would be 50% and the path B would be 50%. Or you can just, right now, I think we have only random split option available. So it will create two paths for you. If you see here, so 50% traffic would go here and 50% traffic would go here. So this is a uh, good. The best use case for this would be if you are doing split testing between different type of emails. So you can just configure one email here and then changing the subject line or the body of that email, you can configure that here. And then you can see which email converted more for you. So that's the use case of split actions. Let's look into the next one. The next is update custom value. So this is the action that you can use to update the custom value of your sub account. The custom value means when you go here, so you can just select any custom value to get updated based on the customer activity. For example, if you see this, and if I just use update custom value, all the custom values within sub account will fetch up here, and then I can update the new value with that contact or any, using custom field. So that's about update custom value. Let's see. The next one is go to. You can use this go to action in the end actually. So for example, if I just add a go to action here, it can help you to drag your lead from one point to another, which is right here. So if I just save this, I can just maybe go to right here. So what's going to happen is the lead will go from this action to this. So this is go to. Let's look into the next one. The next is date time formatter and number formatter. So this is pretty straightforward. You are able to change or update the date or time formatter using this action. So this one is the number formatter. You can change the format of a number. And then there is the math operation. You can add, subtract, multiply, that kind of stuff using this action. So for example, you can use any custom fields or date of birth. So this will only be applicable to the date type field, and then you can apply the math operation based on that. For example, if I just do this date of birth and then you can add or subtract, then days, month, and play around with this section. Let's go to the next one, which is event start date. So this would be the use case if you are having a webinar coming up. So you can just select that webinar date and time here. And then, for example, if you're having a webinar at this time and date, so you can just configure this action. And then if you just put a wait step, now this wait step is going to follow this event state at time. So for example, if you do event before one day, So what's going to happen is this is going to wait 1 day before this date and time to do the next actions. So this is start event date and time. And then the next one is add to workflow. Using this action, you can add the lead to another workflow. So here you can just select which workflow you want that lead to get added. So when the lead will come to this point, it will get added to another workflow. Let's see, the next one is probably remove from workflow, but let's see. Yeah, so the next one is remove from workflow. So you can just use this action to remove the lead from any other workflow. And then the next one is array function. This is more related to the development stuff. So I'm gonna skip this one. The drip mode is just, you can just put a time period to create the batches of your group. For example, if you have 1000 lead added to this workflow, then you can create the batches. If you do 100 batch size, then it's gonna create 10 batches for you based on your 1000 leads. And then the drip interval, if you just do 10 minutes, then what's going to happen is a batch of 100 leads will go to pass this action in the 10 minutes. So this is just to create the drip mode. Let me just delete these actions. Let's see. The next one is text formatter. This is same kind of stuff that you use inside the number formatter or date and time formatter. Then the custom code is, again, this is more related to the development stuff. So I'm going to skip this. Then the next one is workflow AI. This is ChatGPT action. This is a premium action. So you will have to separately pay for this. But once you configure this, what's going to happen is you can just type your prompt here, then whatever you want to say, and then using, for example, if I just do this, then I can just use the response of this ChatGPT into anything. For example, I can just use the response of ChatGPT right here using the custom values, which is right here, ChatGPT response. So whatever the ChatGPT will give us the response based on the prompt that we selected here, we can just utilize this. So that's ChatGPT workflow AI. Let's look into the next one. Okay, the next one is Eliza. This is GoHighLevel's appointment bot. So you can initiate this AI appointment booking. So this is the GoHighLevel bot that will try to schedule the appointment with your contacts, and they have a separate platform for it, which is called Eliza. So the lead will send to the Eliza platform using this action. The next is appointment. You can update the status of the appointment. Is it confirmed or cancelled based on the contact activity. Then the next one is generate one-time booking link. This action, what's gonna this do is, if you just configure this action, this will give you a one-time booking link of your calendar. If I just select any calendar right here, I can just send this link to our customer like this, generate one-time booking link. So this booking link will only this will only gonna work one time. So if they have scheduled appointment, this link will no more work. So this is generate one-time booking link. Let's go to the next one. Create an update opportunity. So you can create or update opportunity into your pipeline into any stage that you select here. So which is going to show up right here under the opportunities. The next is remove opportunity. You can remove the opportunity from any pipeline. And then there is related to the payments, which is try one-time charge. So you can charge your customer. This is going to be one time. This is not going to be recurring. Then you can just send the automated invoice. You can just send the estimate. Just make sure you have configured your estimate to send it from. And then you can just send the documents and contracts automatically as well. Then the next one are marketing tools, which are you can add the leads to Google Analytics, or you can add the leads to Google AdWords, or add to custom audience, then remove from the custom audience, or you can just configure the conversion API. The next actions are related to the affiliate. You can add the lead to your affiliate manager. You can update the affiliate. make it active or inactive using this action. And then rest of the actions related to the affiliate, or you can add the lead to your affiliate campaign, or you can remove it from your affiliate campaign, or you can add a lead under an under an affiliate, and then you can add manual sales for that affiliate. So the next is course. You can grant course access or you can revoke course access. So for example, if someone checks out on your website, you can just use this action to give them the access to your offer. Then the next are IVR. To use this action, this action will only work if you're using the LC phone. This is not going to work if you're using any third-party calling tool or the Twilios. This will only work for the LC. So, and for this to get configured, you should have a trigger that says IVR. So to use that action, you should have this action, which is start IVR trigger. So this is interactive voice response. So once you have configured that trigger, then these all actions will be available for you. And then let me give you a little. So this is to gather input on the call. So you can just configure this action to say to your customer, hey, press 1 to connect to our support person, press 2 to know about your marketing or whatever. So this is kind of that stuff. And then say or play message is the same kind of stuff that you do inside the gather input, but this has a little functionality. And then there is connect to call. So when the lead comes to this action, you can actually call your different users. So you can select up to 10 users. So when the lead will come to this, GoHighLevel is going to forward the call to that multiple users, and whoever picks the first, then GoHighLevel will connect that person to the contact who called you. And then this one is to end the call. And then there is record voicemail. So you can say, configure this type of thing that is going to say to your customer, hey, after the beep, leave your voicemail. So your customer would be able to send you a voicemail, and that will show up inside your contact conversation. The next actions are related to the communities, which is you can grant group access within a community or you can revoke group access. And then you can grant private channel access or you can revoke private channel access. And then you can grant community group leaderboard points based on their activity. The last one is certificate. So you can issue certificate. The best use case would be if someone has completed your course, you want to issue a certificate, so you would be able to issue that certificate. And then you can create those certificates inside your courses area. So this was the complete walkthrough of all the actions which are available within the GoHighLevel. So hopefully this video will help you. And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do subscribe and press the bell icon so that you can get all the updates. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you.